right?
Yes.
Okay, so that is called natural number. Okay,
Yeah.
so you will see one more term I have written here, that is whole number. What are whole
Yes.
numbers?
Um.
Let's say there's a boy. Let's say there's a boy called Rohan, and Rohan has got a bag. Okay, and in this bag he has got different numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so many other numbers. Okay.
Yeah.
So if I were to ask Rohan, Rohan, tell me what are the natural numbers which you have in this bag? So Rohan will start counting from 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. But
Yeah.
if I ask Rohan, now tell me what is the collection of whole numbers you are having? So he will, when I ask him whole numbers, then he will say, I have zero also. So when he includes zero together with natural number, then that collection of number is called whole numbers. Getting it?
Yeah. Yes, sir. If we add the zero with natural numbers, that's infinity, we get whole numbers.
Exactly, exactly. Very good. That is the thing I'm talking about. So if you simply add zero together with natural number, you get the collection of
Whole,
whole numbers.
whole numbers.
Okay, so far no confusion?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Now earlier you odd numbers and even numbers, right? Odd numbers and even numbers. What do you understand by them?
Odd numbers are uneven, um, like one, three, like that. And
One,
even
three,
numbers
like
are
that.
even, like um, 0, 2, 4, 6, like that.
Okay, very good. But but on what basis we are categorically dividing them? On what basis we have divided number as odd and even?
Yeah.
You know, the numbers, if you observe the odd numbers, this 1, 3, and 5, we cannot divide this number with a particular number that is 2. They cannot be divided by 2. That's why the numbers which cannot be divided by 2, we call them odd numbers. And if you see even numbers 2, 4, 6, not 0, 2, 4, 6, these can be divided by 2. These can be divided by 2, right?
Yeah.
So 2 divided by 2 gives you what?
4.
Two.
No,
2
2
divided by 2.
divide. Okay, yeah, 1.
Yeah, that gives you 1. Similarly, 6 divided by 2 gives you 6 divided by 2
3.
gives you
3.
3.
3.
Very good. Okay. So on the
Sir,
basis,
then odd numbers cannot be divided, but
yeah,
even numbers can.
exactly. Odd numbers they cannot be divided. Odd numbers cannot be divided by 2.
By two.
While even
By
numbers
2.
they can be divided by 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now further, you might have heard about prime and composite numbers.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
prime and composite numbers. Okay.
Yeah.
So here I have got a table and there are two sets of numbers here. One is highlighted, another one hasn't been highlighted. So can you identify from this which one is prime and which one is composite? We will come to definition later, but first I want to check if you know this or not. Yes, Aswati?
2 is a prime number, and all other, most of them are other one odd numbers are most like prime numbers, most of them, but
No, forget
some
about
are
odd numbers. Just
com
let's just talk about prime and composite numbers.
yeah.
Okay, we can identify the odd numbers here. Let's first identify the odd numbers.
Yeah.
Okay, since you
3,
know you have studied about it. What are the odd numbers here?
1, 3,
One,
1, 3,
three,
5,
five,
7,
yeah,
9,
Yeah. And
then 11,
11,
13,
14.
15,
Yeah, very good.
17,
Yeah,
19,
19.
21, 21,
Yeah. Likewise,
23.
you can
Yeah,
see there are so many odd numbers here as well.
yeah.
Okay. And the
The
number
first,
falling
like,
in between.
okay.
Yes, Aswati.
The first line is all odd numbers. The second line is so yeah, odd numbers, and the second line is not
Even
odd
number.
numbers, and like
Exactly,
that
they are
it
even
goes.
number.
Yeah,
Yeah. So the number in between two odd numbers, they are basically here odd number in this. They are even number in this table. Yeah. The number
yeah.
between two odd numbers are even here. Okay. Okay. But my question wasn't about odd and even number here. I was talking about prime and composite number. So prime numbers, by definition, what does it mean? Look, in the natural number chart, you will find several numbers like 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and 13. Okay. Now these numbers are called prime numbers, but question arises why we have categorically divided them and are calling them as prime numbers. So before this, you need to know about in mathematics, there's a word we call as factor. We call factor.
Factor.
So what do you understand by factor?
Numbers
Okay,
can
okay, no
be
issue.
one.
I will tell you about this. Look, if I say two numbers like 5 or 6 or 9, I've taken three numbers here. 5 can be divided by which numbers?
Can be
It can be
divided by
divided by 1.
5, by 1.
Yeah. If I
Divided
divide,
or multiplied.
no, divided. We are talking about division here only. Okay. So if
Yeah,
I divide 5 by 1, the remainder is going to be 0.
yeah.
Okay. And is there any other number with which if we divide 5, the remainder will be 0? We can take 5 itself. Yeah. 5 into 1 gives you 5, and the remainder here becomes 0. You know the basic rule of division, right?
Which
If I
one? What?
divide some number, if I divide some number with a given number and the
Yeah, that
remainder
one.
is 0, it means that that number is getting wholly divided by the number, right? Here 1 is dividing 5 by 5 times, and the remaining remainder here is 0. That means it has completely divided 5. Similarly, in this case also, 5 has divided 5 multiplied by 1 times, right?
Yes.
I hope you don't have any confusion what I'm talking about.
Yeah, a little like I didn't understand.
Let's do a
Maybe
little bit of exercise, Swati, and it will be clear. Okay, two
can
factors
you
of 5
repeat,
here.
sir? I
This
didn't
one,
hear you. You got
okay.
stuck.
I'm saying that I have taken 1 and 5, two numbers which are completely dividing this 5 here. Okay, 1 and 5 are completely dividing the 5. As you can see here, the remainder is 0. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about 6? Similarly, we can find some
One.
numbers which are completely dividing 6 also. Can you do it
One.
yourself?
We can do for we 6 divided by 1 gives 0.
Yeah. Okay, 1. What
Then
else?
then
What about 2?
2, yeah, 2, 2, then it
Yeah. 2 times 3 equals to 6.
3 and then 6 and then yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
so 2 is also we can 2 is
2
also
also. Okay. What about 3?
3 is also why because yeah 3 I think so.
Yeah. Read the
Three
table of 3.
2 6. Yeah, 3 also.
3 times 2 gives you,
Yeah. Um,
so
it's also
also
0.
also gives you 0, right? Okay.
Sir, what did you
What
say?
about the number 6?
Excuse me, sir, can you
What the
repeat?
number 6? I'm
What about
saying
6?
what about
Just-
No, no, what about 6?
6 will 1. Yeah. Read the table of 6.
It will also give 0. So 6 is also 6 also after I.
Yeah. So here you can see in 5 or 6, these are the numbers which are completely dividing the numbers. Which are completely dividing the given number. So 1 and 5, they are completely dividing 5 and the remainder is 0 here. Yeah, remainder here was 0. What about these three numbers? 1, 2, 3, and 6. In the case of 6, they will also be found. These numbers are also dividing 6 completely, and the remainder here also is 0. Getting it? Yes,
Yes.
Aswati?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're
In
also.
the starting, there will be a little bit confusion, but as soon you start practicing, everything will become clear. Okay. Math is a
Sir,
subject of
also
practice.
one more thing.
Yeah.
In whichever in factors, normally when you give a number like 4, any number,
Yeah.
on always the number 1 and the number itself will always come in that counting
Exactly.
the number.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you are talking about, that is part of the definition of prime number. Okay. But
Yeah.
before we discuss that, you need to be aware of what do we mean by factor. Okay.
Yeah.
So understood what does factor mean? Those
Yeah.
numbers which divides the number completely, that is remainder is 0. So those numbers are called factor. Okay. So like, can I say that 3 is a factor of 5? 3 is a factor of 5. Is the statement true or false? What do you think? You want to check it yourself?
No.
See if
Yeah, that's
the
what I'm
statement is
checking in
true
my
or false.
brain.
Yeah, you can do it in the copy as
No, it is not.
well. It is wrong. 100% it is wrong. Why? Because the remainder will not be 0. It's 100% wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about, come back to prime number. We're talking about prime number.
Yeah.
Okay. So the definition of prime number is the numbers whose factors are 1 and the number itself. And the number itself. Those numbers whose factors are 1 and number itself. So can such number is table will be 2 the number. You can take help from the table and simply identify those numbers. Let's talk about 2. What do you see here?
Yes.
Yes, Aswati?
Yeah, I can see. I can see. Sir.
What is the factor of 2? What are the factors of 2? Am I audible?
Yeah, sir, there is an audio issue there little bit. Maybe my network or others, yours, I don't know. But Hello?
Sir, am I audible now?
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, there is a issue
Sir,
in the
let me
audio.
confirm another device.
Yeah.
Just let me connect from the different device.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, am I audible now?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I was there. There was some issue in Bluetooth of my device. Okay, so I was asking Ashwathi that from the given table, identify me the prime numbers. You're familiar with the definition that the numbers whose factors are one and the number
And
itself.
so,
Okay, let me do one of it for you, then the rest you will have to do yourself. For example, 2, which numbers will divide 2? What are the factors of 2? It is 1 and 2.
1 and 2, yeah.
Yeah,
1 and 2, yeah,
yes.
that's
What about 3?
1 and 3.
1 and 3, very good. What about 4? What are the
One,
factors of 4? Yeah, 1.
one, 1, 4,
Mm.
and then
Okay, yep,
two, two.
2, 2.
That's
That's
it.
it. Okay, so but in the case of 4, it is not, this number is not fulfilling the definition of being a prime number, because the definition says that there has to be two factors only. If a number has got only two factors, that is the
It
number
is a
1
prime
and the
number.
number itself, then it becomes prime number. So 4 here is not a prime number because here we are getting three factors.
Yeah.
So we can
If
cancel
it's
this.
more than two, it is a composite number. If it's only
Exactly,
two, it is prime number.
exactly, very good. So you yourself have said the definition of composite number. Okay. So likewise in the table, you will find that after 2, 3, another number 5 is prime number. Then you will find 7 is also a prime number. All the numbers which are highlighted yellow, they are basically prime numbers. Okay,
And 6 is not, it's a composite number. Why? Because it has more than two.
it has more than two factors. Similarly, 8, 9, and 10. All the rest numbers which are not highlighted yellow, they are composite numbers. So for any confusion?
Yeah, understood.
Okay, very good. Okay. So in your class 6, the very first chapter is knowing our numbers.
Yeah,
Okay, knowing our numbers.
numbers.
In this chapter, very basic things are being taught, like how you compare the numbers, the two numbers, number x, number y, how do you compare them? Okay, which in comparing basically means which number is greater, which number is greater, which number is smaller.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what this sign means? The signs
Yeah,
are,
great. Yeah,
this sign means what?
larger.
Yeah, larger than. This sign means the
Smaller.
smaller than. Okay, these are the basic things you need to be aware of.
And equals sign is also there.
Yeah, equal sign is also there. If both the numbers are equal, we can write them
Yeah,
like this.
equal.
Okay. And in this chapter, you will also study about how do we assign names to number. Okay. How do we read the numbers? Okay. Now let's talk about the question given here. So you have to compare 4978 and 5643. How do we read them? 4978 and this. How do we
So
read this?
okay. 5,643.
Okay, okay. Now let's compare these two numbers. Which one is bigger here? Which one is bigger here? Which one is the bigger number in this case?
5643 is bigger.
Clearly, 5643 is big. Okay,
Why? Because the first number, if you compare 4 and 5, 5 is bigger. So 5 will become the
exactly,
greatest.
exactly. Now let's say if the number were like this, 5643, then 5436. What about this?
5643. Why? Because first one is the same, so we can't compare those. And then second one we have to see. And if it's 6 is bigger than 4, so it will be 5643.
Exactly, very good. Okay, so one more observation can be made here. Okay, one more observation can be made here that 5643, that is 5643, is made up of four different numbers 5, 6, 4, 3. Okay, so
Yes.
if I were to arrange these numbers from larger to smaller order, let's say 6, then 5, then
5,
4,
4,
then 3.
3.
Yeah. If the question was given that you are having 5, 6, 4, and 3, and make largest and smallest possible number out of these four different numbers.
Okay.
So by arranging the number in descending order, you know what
Yeah.
is descending order?
Yeah, descending order, big to small.
Big to small. So we get the highest number, we get the largest number. And if we were to arrange the number from smaller to higher,
That's
then we
ascending
will,
order.
that's the ascending order. Then we will get the smallest number possible out of these four numbers.
Yeah. That's 3, 4, 5, 6.
3, 4, 5, 6. Very good. Okay, that's what I was going to talk about further. That if we arrange the numbers from the smallest to the greatest, then it is said to be an ascending order and vice versa. If we arrange the number from greatest to smallest, then it is said to be descending order,
Yes.
right? Okay. Now let's talk about some fun facts, like which is the one digit largest number? My question
One
is,
digit, one digit 9.
that is 9. Okay. And if my question becomes that, give me two digit smallest number, then what do you do?
We add 1 to 9, that becomes 10.
Add 1 to 9, that becomes 10. Very good. Okay. The general observation can be made here that 99 is the greatest two-digit number, 999 is the greatest three-digit number, 9999, that is the greatest four-digit number. Okay. And if we simply keep adding 1 to each of them, like if we
It will
add 1
become
to 99,
100.
it will
First one.
become the smallest three-digit number.
Smallest 3 digit number.
Similarly, if we add 1 to this, it will become the smallest
A 4 digit number.
four-digit number. If we add 1 to this, it will become smallest
Smallest 5 digit number.
five-digit number. Very good. Okay, that's what we are talking, that if we add 1 to 9, it becomes 10. That is smallest two-digit number.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the general things that is to be discussed in this chapter. Okay, one more thing is that how do we assign the place values of number? Okay, but before that, let's talk about the expanded form of the number.
Expand. Okay.
Expanded form.
Yeah.
Let's say that I have taken a number 6825 and I tell you to expand this number, break this number. How will you break it?
First I'm going to expand it. Okay, so 6 plus 10.
Okay, and look,
Expansion means 6 into 10 like that will go, but
Okay, okay. No worries. Look, after 6, how many numbers are here?
8, 3.
3. So simply write 6 and write 3 zeros after it. Okay. The work of 6 is done. Okay. Now
Yeah,
then,
then plus
plus
8, 800 plus 2,
800.
20 plus 5.
Very good, very good. So this is how we expand the number. Okay. Further, we can write it like this also. 6 multiplied
That is
1000.
expansion, right, sir?
That is expansion. Right. 8 multiplied 100. 2 multiplied 10 plus 5 multiplied 1. Right.
Yeah.
So that's how to expand the number. Clear?
Yeah. The
Okay.
expanded is the first one and second one is expansion.
No, basically, here we have expanded all the numbers. Yeah. Basically, we
Sir,
have expanded
can
this
you
number
repeat?
like this. I was saying that here we have expanded the whole number into 4 different portions. 6,000, then 8,000, then
Yeah.
20, then 5.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have break the number. Okay.
Sir,
Yes, Asunti.
so so how the first one will be expanded, right? First
Look,
is expanded.
okay, this 6,000 you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, 6,000, that whole line I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah,
I
that
mean,
is also expansion. Okay,
the
then we have
next
got,
line is expansion, right?
look, expanded and expansion. Expanded and expansion. They both are the same term. The meaning of both the term are same. Okay,
I thought
so
they're
whether
different.
you, no, they both are same thing. Whether you say expanded or expansion, you are basically breaking the number into different parts. Okay, now let's do one exercise, one question. 78905. Take this number.
What?
Expand this number.
Um, 7,000 plus
Plus
800.
800 plus.
No, not 800. Not 800.
You have
The
made a mistake here.
yeah, the I told wrong. Um,
Okay, start again.
I've,
Okay, no issue, no issue. Look, as I told you, just check the number, the first number.
I know, but
Write that number. After 7, you can see there are 4
four
numbers.
digit.
So
Sir, come on.
simply add 4 zeros over here. Okay. Now forget about 7. Its work has been done. Now let's talk about 8. Write 8 over here. How many digits are after 8? 1, 2,
3.
and 3. Simply assign 3 zeros to 8. What about 9? How many zeros will come in?
900.
900. Right. Now
Then
here you can
see.
simply,
Then we can write 5 plus 5.
no, 5 into 1. Okay. You can skip this 0. No issue with that. Okay. So now, if you need to verify your answer, if this expansion is correct or not, we can simply add all these numbers, and if the resulting value is similar to this, then your expanded form is correct. Now let's see if our work is correct or not. Okay. Add this and see if the number is similar to this or not. Ashwathi, do it yourself.
0, yeah. Yeah, yes, sir. I can't put. Sir, for 5,
Yeah.
0,
Okay.
9,
Yeah.
8,
Yeah.
7.
7.
It's the same.
It is same. So your expanded form is correct. So this is how you can verify if your answer is correct or not. Okay. That is how you verify your answer. Okay. Any
Yes,
confusion
sir.
in this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now let's move ahead. Now let's talk about the place values which we assign to the numbers. Place values of numbers. Like we normally talk about ones, unit digit, tens digit, hundred digit, right?
1000. Yeah.
Like that. So here, what does the place value refers to actually? So place values are nothing, but they basically refer to the positional notation which defines a digit. Okay. Like if I say 10, why am I saying this 10, not 1? Because the position of 1 over here is at 10th digit.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you look at 6931, why I read it as 6931? Because
Why?
6 is
Because
standing at the position of 1000.
the, yeah, thousands. So we tell the number with the place value.
Exactly. We assign number their place value. Okay. So that becomes convenient to read the number. That's how we read the number. So let's do the rest of them also. What about 9?
9 will be 900 because it's in hundreds place.
It's in
And then
100 place.
30, th- uh, 30 we 30
Three, three. We're talking
is
about
in
3.
10th place.
3 is it at 10th place. And 1 is it
One is
at
at 1.
1st place. We call it ones place or unit place.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is all about the basics of maths. Okay. Okay. So for any confusion?
Sir, so expanded form and expansion form is the same?
Yeah, they both are same terms. They both carry same meaning.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
It's just that I know, but I think what my meaning was expanded form is less making it bigger, but expansion is making it more bigger, right?
No, no, no. They both are the same terms. Like this, how are you? How we say that sleep and slept. Right. In English, we say sleep and slept. Yeah. Walk or walked.
Wow.
So they both these words carry the same meaning, but they are in different form.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is the thing. Okay. So solve few questions for me.
Okay. So they are um they're in the same, they give the same meaning but in a different form.
Yeah. Look how we use the English language. Okay. Like I say that I am sleeping. Okay. Or I say he slept. He slept. So that is in the past tense. Sleeping, I am sleeping, that is in the continuous tense. That is something
Yeah.
which I am doing in present form. But that's all a complete different
And
discussion. Okay. So expanded means I have expanded this number 6,825 like 6,000 plus 800 plus 20 plus 5. Okay. Expansion basically means spreading something into its parts. Okay.
okay.
Okay, no need to get so confused about this. Both these words, expanded and expansion, carry the same meaning.
Okay.
Okay, I hope that's clear.
Yeah.
Okay, Aswati. Okay. And what about science? Also science going?
Science, yeah. I
Should
did
I
some
ask few
physics.
questions?
Um, I'm not sure.
Okay. No issue about that. I will ask few simpler questions. Okay.
So, what did you
Like
say?
I will ask simpler questions like in which unit we measure distance? In liter or kilometer? Distance is measured in liter or kilometer.
Distance.
Yeah.
A kilometer.
Kilometer, that's obvious.
Like, because kilometer that it measures the way, like where you're going or something like that. But liter measures the amount of something.
To be very specific, liter measures the volume of something. Okay. And liter is used to measure liquid commodities, liquid things.
Yeah, liter.
Okay. And kilometer, it is a unit used to measure the distance between 2 points. Okay, right. So the pathway can be like this or like this also. Okay, all right, Aswati. That's it for today. And hopefully we will meet in next class.
So,
Okay,
sir, liter is something that measures liquid. Kilometer is some distance.
yeah. Liter is simply used to measure liquid substances, while kilometer is used to measure distance. Right.
Yes.
Like similarly, we
Sir,
have got kilos, yeah, kilos and grams to measure weight.
yeah,
Okay, yeah. Okay, Aswati.
yeah, those are weight. Okay, so.
Okay, when we will have our science class, we will discuss so many different fun